Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to SCS number 442. Let me give you the lobby, there we go. And in the lobby over on the left in red, we are joined by Chef Zillion's Potatoes on Gratin with the pilots Zedion and Lewis Polygon. And over on the blue side, we are joined by man's best friend with the pilots Hellfire and Abject Axolotl. Also, since I will be alone for the first two matches, for those two I will have the music running in the background, so that you have something to listen to while, and I don't need to talk non-stop. Also, let's see. A fish and breaker combination. It seems like Loose Polygon watched last night's Chaos stream and is intending to falsify me. And on the other side, we see a Magnet and Junker combination. Interesting indeed, interesting. Okay, 30 seconds to lock. And we are locked. Last change was from the blue team, so red team is eligible for asking for the minute. But considering they have read it up, I doubt that it will happen. Okay. Crew loadouts appear to have been adjusted, and there we go. We are starting perfectly on time, at least for the lobby. Not necessarily for the event. We are not on fjords, and ship number 1 is the Dragon's Rage. It's a goldfish piloted by Zedion. Front watcher, right side Caronate, port side Caronate, Banshee. Number 2 is the Ord Pedolovia. This is Stormbreaker piloted by Loose Polygon. Lumberjack as the heavy gun, and Mercury mine launcher Flak on the port side. Ship number 3 is the Crack Pit. It's a Magnet piloted by Hellfire. Port side Caronate Flamer Watcher, starboard side Gatling Poon Caronate. And lastly we have the Young Edelman Junker piloted by Abject Axolotl. Port side double Artemis, front Gatling, starboard side double Banshee. A lot of drift happening, and the Dragon's Rage got squished. Sadly, that wasn't quite on camera, but my tools were up to date. So first kill obtained by the blue team. As it would appear that as I was saying, the Dragon's Rage got squished by the Crack Pit. Pedolovia now being chased down, but oh, the Poon actually attaches, so that means that the Pedolovia will still be able to sail drift away. But at least they were partially hindered, no serious damage dealt. Dragon's Rage has respawned. And Dragon's Rage opens up on the Young Edelman. Wild Watcher goes in. Gets one gun disabled. And the Crack Pit is just charging in. Going straight for the Dragon's Rage. Will we see another ram? Oh, we'll definitely do. Kinda botched, not really that effective, but a ram is a ram. Opedolovia is trying to support by throwing mines into the way. Oh, and it seems that now they are the target of choice of the Crack Pit. Dragon's Rage double broken. No perma damage suffered. And the Crack Pit will have to stop for the battleship in order to not run into it. No, Crack Pit broken. Dragon's Rage also broken. And they are about to pop. Very close to the terrain. Oppodolovia broken as well. Not much left in that Stormbreaker. Watcher goes into the after the Dragon's Rage. Dragon's Rage double broken. Only minor follow-up, but better than nothing, I guess. Broken again. There come the Banshees. There comes the Ram. And there we go. Dragon's Rage, once again, gets squished by the Crack Pit. Leaving the Oppodolovia very lonely on the field. And leaving blue with a 2-0 lead with 17 minutes on the clock. Okay, seems like Oppodolovia wants to escape towards their spawn. Don't know what that maneuver was supposed to be, but it's gonna leave them inside of blue team's arcs for considerably longer than they necessarily must have been. And the blue team is chasing them. Okay, blue team has chased off the Oppodolovia. Shots were out, going out, but nothing. No serious damage dealt. Tries to drift here, but that turns around, just turns them around, not necessarily giving them any advantage in terms of forward momentum. Dragon's Rage comes around the corner, engages the young Edelman. To not very great effect. Oh, but that was a very good Watcher there. It will still end up getting the Dragon's Rage popped as the Crack Pit, Crack Pit just comes up behind them, going straight for the Ram once more, and down the Dragon's Rage goes. Once again, Oppodolovia very lonely on the field. Break obtained on the Crack Pit. Flux go in. Not very effective. But still, the thought of the Magnet is gone. Sorry about that. Thought of the Magnet is still gone. And the Oppodolovia will once again drift away. Still chased by the Crack Pit. And as soon as the Crack Pit gets a poon in here, I don't think there's any escape for the Oppodolovia. They fire, but they miss. The Crack Pit will get outmaneuvered, and young Edelman gets hammered by the Dragon's Rage. Watcher goes in, all the engines gone. And young Edelman is in a double focus here. Mines are being tossed from the Oppodolovia, mostly hitting the ally. Sorry about that. Dragon's Rage, broken again. On fire from the Crack Pit. Watcher goes in to not... Watcher being exchanged here. Oppodolovia is sniping away at the back of the Crack Pit, but the young Edelman... Oh, young Edelman is coming up. Bit of a curious position here. It's like Dragon's Rage will just get focused again. I mean, it would be really, really sad if it's this match. Oh no, the Crack Pit actually goes down. Kill obtained by the red team, leaving the young Edelman lonely on the field for a change. Oppodolovia flux were on time for the follow-up. Young Edelman's escape is gonna get mined here, but they are a drift sail junker. And the mines will mostly once again hit the ally. But drift sailing backwards isn't as fast as drift sailing forwards. And the crack pit has returned to the field. They are charging in. Moonshine burning away. Banshee's out on the old Petrovia. Dragon's Rage has spotted a crack pit. And is going for them. Bit of a sniping match going on between the young Edelman and the old Petrovia. Mine's out. Crack pit eats a Watcher, but it manages to double break the Dragon's Rage. With a bit of follow-up going into them. Double broken again. Oh, and they go down again. Mines rule supreme, it would seem. Sorry. Not mines. Rams. And once again, it's the old Petrovia finding themselves alone on the field. But as we have seen time and time again, it's a Stormbreaker. It is drift sailing. They're not gonna catch it unless they get some really good consecutive harpoon hits. Which, we haven't really seen yet. So, okay, Crackpit is spotted and is still chasing after the Petrovia, so is the young Edelman. The young Edelman's lagging a bit behind. Dragon's Rage is gonna come back into the fight. Behind the Crackpit, but there's some cover in between. Oh. Yeah, it seems like the Dragon's Rage has decided that the young Edelman is their target of choice. Watcher goes out. Disables almost... Oh, disables a fair chunk of the components, but... Dragon's Rage gets broken in the process. Petrovia is now being focused by the Crackpit. Split engagements going on here. Okay, it seems like Hellfire wanted to go for yet another ram, but slightly missed his approach. Oh, break obtained. Support fire coming in from the young Edelman. And there we go. With that kill obtained, it will be men's best friend obtain the victory here. With a final score of 5-1 in match number 1. We are number 1. And they will be moving on to face either Definitely Not Bees or Chef Kohl's Schnitzel mit Pommes, whichever team ends up winning that match. Until I have that together, enjoy the music. And we are returning to the lobby. Over on the left in red, we are now joined once again by men's best friend, with the pilots Hellfire and Abject Axolotl, and over on the right in blue, we are joined by... which name are they going with? Definitely Not Bees, which with the pilots Portable Grump and Best Fun. And it would appear that the red team is going for a double magnate. Red team is going for a double magnate, while blue team is going for a double crusader. Also, as the last time, I will keep the music running for all the next matches onwards. I will actually have a co-caster. No! The perfect pass! How can you defect to the dirty magnates, Grump? Besides, I'm still seeing some very interesting things. So, This could potentially be a rather interesting match. Well, only 45 seconds left to lock. Or luck, as I sometimes like to say. Okay, 30 seconds. And we are locked. No minutes for anyone. And I'm gonna change to the in-game music. And time is up. Let's do this. And off we go. Into the second match. We're loading onto Water Hazard. Beware of hazardous waters and the bridges of doom. Doom. I need to practice to make my voice go lower and lower and lower. And ship number 1 is the Crackpit. It is a magnet by the fire. Port side, get Flame Watcher. Starboard side, Mortar Mine Carronade. Ship number 2 is the Jolly Pardon, another magnet part of Abject Axolotl. Port side, Gatling Mortar Watcher. Starboard side, Double Mark Heavy Flak Mark II. 3 is the Fuzzy Bee. It is a magnet, piloted by Portable Grump. Port side, Artemis Gatling Carronade. Starboard side, get Artemis Watcher. And lastly, we have the Decisive Strike Crusader, piloted by Best One. Front, Watcher Lumberjack. Mid deck, Banshee Flak. Top deck, get Hades. Okay. Fuzzy Bee rushing ahead. While the Decisive Strike is staying low to hammer to fire upwards. Fuzzy Bee got popped. Crackpit double broken already. With not that much follow-up going in, but still that's a third of the magnet gone. Fuzzy Bee bounces off the water. Crackpit is still popped. Now they're broken. Again. Will we see follow-up? Oh, they bounce. Oh, very bad. Bounces on terrain and he dies on it. Okay, Fuzzy Bee is almost dead as well, though, as they got flucked. And I'm still waiting for the second shot. Come on. Come on. There we go. So, first kill obtained by the blue team, but the red team immediately followed up. And it seems that both ships are backing off, as neither necessarily wants to engage. Very unfortunate there for Hellfire, who just simply died on terrain. But shit happens. Okay, pause has been requested. We are in fact paused. Okay, and we're unpaused. Okay, and it seems that blue team somewhat messed the memo. Sadly. Which gave red team the opportunity to charge her forwards. Crackpit going straight, initially going for the Fuzzy Bee, now going for the decisive strike, forcing them away. Still getting them popped, and the Fuzzy Bee has made it into the fight, and they will now be retaliating. Jolly Pardon has readied their long-range sight, so they will try to rain down, flak fire, and there we go. Oh, that was a loch flak. Fuzzy Bee gets one shot eliminated. Crackpit loses their balloon. Decisive Strike loses their armor though. Mortar fire is raining down upon them. And they are in another focus, and there we go, they go down. 3-1 lead for the red team. That phenomenal shot from the Jolly Pardon. Yes, kids. A Loch Heavy Flak Mark II deals 1000 damage. That is enough to one-shot 7. Oh fuck, no, I'm leaning out the window. I think 7 of the 13 ships. I will check. Actually, correcting myself here, that's enough to one-shot 9 out of the 13 ships we have. It just has the problem of very slow rotation, very slow travel speed, and the fact that you will need to mallet your gun afterwards, unless you want to break it. Blue team has respawned. Fuzzy Bee already under fire from the Jolly Pardon's Mercuries. There's a strike, reverses out of cover. Crackpit comes in very high. And it seems that Fuzzy Bee had a bit of a moment there. Okay, Crackpit forcing the Scissors to strike into a roll. Fuzzy Bee once again just barely holding on to life. After eating, I presume, one flak shot. But Crackpit is also broken and missing the majority of the stuff there. And of course, as soon as I focus the camera on a different engagement, someone else is about to die. But no, I was actually looking at the correct engagement. There we go. The Fuzzy Bee has sadly gone down. Oh, and the Crackpit. Alpha decide, I might have no guns, but I always have that one gun that you cannot deny, and that is the ship itself. The Crackpit might not have any amount of perma left, but they still can ram. And now with the support from the Jolly Pardon, the Decisive Strike finds itself in a double focus. They are broken, and they go down. And with that, it will be men's best friend obtain the victory here. The final score of 5-1. After yeah, it's somewhat of a speedrun match here. And as always, I will be right, and we will now go over to Definitely Your Peace versus Chefs Against Potatoes. And as always, I will be right back as soon as I have that together. Until then, enjoy the music. And once more, back into the fray. And now, ladies and gentlemen, as the more observant of you may already be able to tell, I am joined by another person down here in the spectatorship, as Lasagna likes to say. It is the one and only Zennoch.
Hello.
Resident
Also,
rough voice.
as some of the most observant of you may notice, or rather the people that haven't lost their hearing due to loud music, you can actually hear that my voice is a bit buggered up.
It was even more evident in yesterday's stream.
What?
Hmm?
What do you mean? Is it even more noticeable than yesterday?
No, today it's less noticeable than yesterday.
Yeah, as it should be.
I said it was even more noticeable yesterday.
Yeah. In addition to my voice being buggered up, my brain is also a bit buggered up.
Ah, no worries. Let's redirect your attention to the lobby. Over on the left in red, we are joined by Definitely Not Bees with Portable Grump and Best One. And over on the right in blue, we are joined by Chef Zillion's Potatoes en gratin with the pilots Zedion and Loose Polygon.
Indeed. Also, I may want to add a comment. I observed a glorious Crusader on Crusader 7 out of 10 RAM in the few brief glimpses I tossed onto the first match that I did when I wasn't busy space map gaming.
So, let's see. Okay. Goldfish Crusader combo going up against Crusader... Oh, Luce is bringing the same Stormbreaker that she was bringing in the very first match. To which Hellfire commented on afterwards. I still don't know what Luce was... what I should think about that Stormbreaker.
I, in fact, have to agree with that comment.
So do I.
Back in the old days when the Stormbreaker had heavy gun on the same side as the light guns, that something like that would actually be somewhat practical, although that would be a bit of a stretch.
Yeah. Yeah.
At this rate, however, well, we'll see what happens.
Well,
Let's
what
leave
I
it at that.
did see is... Sorry. Drifting sideways and firing lumber? But I think it was more of a desperation move, as she was also running at that time.
I'd like to note that however much you think it looks cool, accuracy is also impaired.
Only slightly, of course.
Depends on the gunner-to-gunner basis.
Okay, we are locked, so there's no coming back now. And... half the players have readied up. You've got to get those numbers. There we go! Starting
I
even a
was just
second
about to
before the
commence.
timer runs out.
Yes.
Impressive. And we are loading onto Fight over Fernfeld. Fire the take the cannon and fire away. Oh wait, this isn't King of the Hill.
Since when is SCS contained even a smidgen of Goth?
Well, ship number 1 is the Afternoon Bee. It's Goldfish, piloted by Portable Grump. Front Watcher, right side Flamer, left side Gat, Banshee. Ship number 2 is the Decisive Strike Crusader, piloted by Best Fun. On the front we have Watcher Lumberjack, mid deck Banshee, Flak, top deck Gat, Hades.
Meanwhile, the ship number 3 on the blue team, the Longsword, piloted by Zedion. It is a Crusader with a bottom deck Minotaur, heavy carronade, mid deck Flak Flamer, top deck Mercury Mortar. And ship number 4 is the Fort Pedrovia, whatever the place is that. Piloted by Loose Polygon, it's a Stormbreaker with a, as we previously noted, right side Lumberjack, left side Mercury, Mine Launcher Flak.
I mean, one could always think that Luz watched last night's Chaos stream, where I proclaimed, when I see a Stormbreaker in SCS, I can tell you it's either watch a Carronade and get double Banshee on the other side. And
Or it's dead.
fair. So, I guess in 99% of cases that is actually what I said is actually right, but Luz Polygon just wanted to prove me wrong.
It's less of a prove me wrong and more of a, I don't like the tone of your voice.
Okay, seems like the Decisive Strike we got caught with their pants down, and in a
The
double
Decisive
focus.
Strike got Decisive Strike as they've lost an engine and are broken.
They are indeed double broken, and they are dropping onto the mountain range.
Indeed, a bit of a
but then I
bad
have to
spot
get
to
it out
go
there.
into when out of cover.
Afternoon B comes in, goes for the longsword. It's partially
Two
effective.
guns. Not bad, not good.
And they go in for the ram. That's definitely not effective.
Indeed, ramming is... It's effective when it is.
This time around,
One
it
must
wasn't.
feel the effectiveness.
Yes.
Moments.
Okay, in the background you can see the odd Bedrovia firing away at the decisive strike, which got broken again. Longsword is actually on fire. Oh, decisive strike might go down.
Meanwhile, the afternoon bee is not exactly looking too good.
Okay, I'm focusing on the decisive strike. So that means the afternoon bee will go down first.
The decisive strike, I believe, will go down first, as it looks like they are under fire.
Break
again.
obtained. No follow-up just yet. Oh, there comes the follow-up. Oh, they managed to get... Oh, clutch
hit
armor
components.
rebuilds, but they will hit terrain.
No, they hit components.
They also hit... They got the armor rebuild just before, like halfway through the flak volley.
Yeah, make up.
So even more perma damage suffered, but still no kill. And longsword got broken now. They're missing 5 of their 6 guns.
Indeed. Red
Output
Team looks
Dolovia.
like has readjusted their strategy to...
I mean, okay, the Output Dolovia is still looking at the decisive strike here. And they want to murder them.
Mines are being deployed.
Oh.
The watch goes out in a blazing Hail Mary, missing most of it.
Oh.
I've been in that booth before, and that looked a bit disappointing.
Okay, afternoon B goes for another ram.
And the Mercury snipes the Watcher of the decisive strike.
Okay, I'm gonna go back to the decisive strike. Oh, afternoon B was briefly double broken.
The Old Petrovi is about to be broken, but the decisive strike gets
There
killed
we
first.
go. First kill obtained by the blue team. Also known as Chef Saints Potatoes on Qatar.
Just a thought, but maybe, just maybe, vertically wiggling against the Mercury is advisable.
Hmm. Fancy.
Or, you know, hitting your shots.
Oh, what's happening here? Is like are the longsword and the afternoon bee dancing?
Well,
Is
here's
that
the
what's
problem.
happening?
One ship is meant to counter the other. That ship is losing. That ship got toasted. That ship is dead.
Okay, 2-0 lead for the blue team. 15:30 on the clock.
Rather, that is my belief.
Hmm.
I'm immediately going to point this out. Blue team is not winning because of that Stormbreaker. They're winning despite it.
I tend to agree. Considering
Because
how
the
much
team will be
trouble
the bad
the Stormbreaker had killing a controlled Crusader.
No, it actually doesn't surprise me because that's... See, much as that thing is outgunned, that Stormbreaker, not all of those guns on the Decisive Strike are built for killing Stormbreakers.
Yes. Speaking of the decisive strike being killed, they
One
just lost half their
Artemis-
ship.
Yeah, one Artemis would alleviate the pressures, and the right man in the right place. But unfortunately, they do not have neither the man, nor the place, nor the Artemis, and now they're dead.
Yes, they got flucked. Luckily, the days where Crusaders could be one clipped by greased flak are over. But they can still be two clipped.
Indeed. The afternoon bee is dying.
Not having a good time. And
Dying.
they just ventured into a mine. Oh, luckily they
It should
managed
be
to...
noted that you should never try to ram a mine ship.
I
because
mean,
you're
that
begging for
worked
death.
out in the first game. Oh, was there a ram?
Yes. Although, to be honest, the longsword, it's a debatable one. Longsword did not lose velocity from it.
Oh, they have a mortar on the top, so it might very
They
well
also
be
have a
that
flamer.
and the water was firing, so it could be that a mortar shell connected right before they impacted. Would have impacted. Look cool.
Indeed. And then that means they actually did not get the ram kill in.
Oh,
Unfortunately.
well, it still looked really
It
cool.
is what it is.
And cool is all that. This is. Oh wait, no, this isn't chaos.
That's like the third chaos reference you've made in this match alone.
Hey, I'm talking with someone. You know? That increases the chance of me mentioning past events. And I was there at Chaos last night with Lasagna streaming. So I was in the booth. Was a
You
lot
were
of fun.
actually casting.
Yes. Ooh, Afternoon B might
We're
be
talking
facing the
about
wrong
fond
way.
memories. Chaos, the only one that springs to my mind is the fact that I got a 6 ram kill Stormbreaker match with 2 ping pong rams that didn't register the feed because I used my allies to score the ram kills. Sage was in the same match, he got 8 kills as well. I get more style points for using my allies as ram prongs instead.
Okay then.
It looks like Red Team has adopted the new strategy. Cowards.
You mean stick to cover?
There's a
So
difference
while
between
while
stick to
blue team
cover
is
and
hesitant
cowards.
to move around the corner, I will take a look at this coastal defense emplacement.
Which grid coordinate?
That would be Echo 1.
Echo 1.
Okay, jokes aside. The Afternoon B is under heavy fire, but hasn't suffered any
this
power
would be
damage yet.
interesting emplacement. Oh wait, there's action.
Yes, there is actually action. As the Afternoon B
Surprising.
is going in, going hard, going for the longsword.
Yet again, finding themselves yet again popped.
And broken.
The decisive strike is what is going on? Charging
strike
and guns
is-
blazing. I
Oh, yeah.
suppose they don't want long-range firepower. Anyone?
I mean, they are kinda lacking in proper long-range firepower.
They aren't. It's just the wrong type of firepower they brought to the table.
Hmm.
For example,
Okay,
I don't
Crusader
know what they were
roll.
hoping to do with the Lumber Crusader because they're currently fighting against their supposed long-range counter, yet they are in fact winning close range.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
Longsword also discovers that a Carronade is ineffective against a Crusader, especially if your gunner doesn't know about the 2 black blobs below it. And this is going to be
Well,
a
okay, a
case.
Carronade is ineffective against the Crusader when fired onto the top of the ship.
I believe they still should have had an angle at that moment, and the cooked longsword gets cooked by the bees.
Gently shoved into oblivion.
Unfortunately, the afternoon bee is not in a good state. Also, the Ord Petrovia is trying to run away with Trip Sail. A blinding Quacha barrage goes out, only nailing 1 engine.
Oh, I don't think the Open Dolovia will make it out here as they are chased
You
by
never
the
know
goldfish.
with Drift Sail, but they are running into a corner.
Yeah, they're running into the edge of the world, and
And
they
it's
are
also
just...
possible to... Okay, now that's dead.
They're definitely
You shouldn't
dead.
have gone down.
Yeah, and the goldfish will get the ram? No.
It is possible to use the edge of the map to boost yourself away.
That is true,
Unfortunately,
I've done that.
the Ord Petrovia is deciding to use the classic maneuver of I press 3 and I'm gonna run away.
And I think
Or in
now
this case, 2.
they actually are using the wind wall.
In this case, it's 2 instead of 3, because whatever the hell is that 2 combination?
We do not comment on 2 in order for I do not want that to start that religious argument.
It is less of religion and more practicality, what you believe is more important.
Well, what is it,
And
Mallet's
that
banner or
is a
banner
matter
Mallet?
with religion. Anyways, the afternoon bees once again popped.
And
a Crusader ram against the goldfish.
oh, Odd Pedrovia is taking a lot of heat, but the longsword is in fast pursuit of the afternoon bee. Break
Double
obtained,
broken
rather.
and being cooked. The afternoon
And
bees
being
will survive,
shoved
but I
into
smell death.
terrain.
I smell death coming.
Oh, yes. Definitely.
A 5-1.
Yeah.
The potatoes have succeeded in a not efficient slaughter. Seems how
Indeed.
11 minutes of our time were wasted.
And we are now moving on to the finals, where we'll have Man's Best Friend going up against Chef Zane's Potatoes on Gateau, and we will be right back as soon as we have that together. Until then, enjoy the music. And once more, back into the fray. This time around, it's the finals! Hype! Not so much, please.
I lack both the voice and the hype to hype.
Yeah, if Trevor would have been here, I would have said hyper, hyper.
I suppose that's a Dutch thing.
No, it's a Scooter thing. He's a Scooter fan.
Well, anyways, it looks like that on the red team we have the man's best friend. On blue we have the returning Chef Zedion's potatoes. Back from the brink.
Yes. Okay then.
They return there. Also, I would like to note that blue team is in fact surrendering their original strategy of the stupid Stormbreaker. I can only commend them for temporarily dismantling.
And we've gone to Artling.
Oh, what a surprise. In fact, it's the wrong type of Artling.
Is it? Oh yeah.
Just look at it.
Yeah, it is. The Artemis should be on the starboard side.
It is a commonly known tradition.
Oh, speaking of stupid Stormbreakers. Oh, also, hey, Grub, you forgot to adjust the SCS notification.
Yeah, also, I highly believe that that is just meant to directly insult the blue team and their stupid Stormbreaker strategies. In other words, the red team is not taking this seriously.
Well, it would be appreciated because then this event would be over faster, but they don't have to, at least for this match.
Look at that, blue team has successfully readjusted their Artling to an actual Artling.
Also, let's see. Oh, I see. Wait, charged on the for the mortars on the Stormbreaker. No, greased. Okay, it's greased.
Charged wouldn't be an unusual choice in my experience.
Man, I just choose to give people less smoke.
It's a niche ammo type. It's definitely usable in a pinch. Still effective.
It's better for novices.
Not always. Besides, if I was to run by the numbers, I'm certain that there would be some foundation.
Also, ready up, everyone. It's time to start. Well, ready the button. And hit it. So, we're loading onto Misty Mutiny. We have missed and don't have a mutiny.
For some people. Maybe for the unfortunate captains, there is a mutiny.
And ship number 1 is the Rob Pioneer, Stormbreaker powered by Hellfire. Starboard side Lumberjack, port side Gat, double mortar. Ship number
Discovering that the terrain is solid.
Ship number 2 is the Jolly Pardon. It's a Magnet powered by Abject Axolotl, port side Gat, mortar watcher. Starboard side double Mercury, heavy flak Mark II.
Are they pardoning a mutiny? Anyways, ship number 3 is the King Anne's Pardon. Why is everyone pardoning all of a sudden? Piloted by Zedion. It is a judgment with its lumberjack Gatling mortar up front and a back Gatling watcher. And ship number 4 is the Medusa, piloted by Loose Polygon. It is an Artling with the top deck Artemis Gatling, side flak, and on my deck flare.
And we have first shots out here as the Rap Pioneer just scouts the blue team with their face.
An effective strategy, but I'd prefer using my face as a shield.
Oh, and
And
the
another
Pioneer immediately gets double broken. Flux come out of the Medusa,
a bit
and they
overeager,
get
and they
their
are
kill.
gone.
Indeed. First kill
After
obtained by the blue
showboating
team.
a bit too much.
Oh, but the King and Spartan will touch down on the building. To no effect,
They are in
sadly.
fact drifting.
Right there. Wait. Judgment is drifting? No. Okay.
Rather, the magnate is drifting.
Indeed. But
And
they will
reminder
drift
that
into
buildings are
terrain.
solid.
It almost looked as if they wanted to, like, dock at this little pier here. Visit the
Well, it
castle on
looks
the
like
hill.
they're actually doing that.
They're
And
gonna die on it.
that was a 9 out of 10.
The Raw Pioneer has made it into the fray, and they're gonna soon discover that
It is
that
extremely
mortars.
becoming apparent to me that Red Team is in fact not taking things seriously. This is a classic case of conveyor belt.
Yes. Also, the Raw Pioneer is about to discover that mortars aren't banshees.
They also lost their main engine in a good shot by the blue team, the Artling gunner.
Hmm.
Red Team does in fact manage to effect an escape.
Yes, and the Jolly Pardon has made it back into the fray, and they will be opening up on the King and Spartan here.
Indeed.
Not quite accurate just yet, but I think they're
Mercury
getting there.
fire. Extremely inaccurate. Flax too, by the look of things.
Well, you know, Flak isn't the easiest gun to shoot.
Mercury's, on the other hand, are a fair bit simpler.
Jolly Pardon has been
Jolly
broken.
Indeed.
Mortar fire kills in, and half the magnet is gone.
The thing about showboating is it's good if you can back up the bark with a bite. Unfortunately for the red team, it is apparent they are more akin a Chihuahua than a German Shepherd.
The Jolly Pardon goes down, but maybe the Raw Pioneer will be able to claim the kill on the Medusa here. Maybe.
No. No.
But they once again realize that mortars are in fact not banshees.
You can only effect so much out of them.
Okay, Raw Pioneer is double broken. And that's it. 4-0 lead for the red team.
Blue team, you mean?
Same difference.
Same difference.
One team is 4-0 in the lead, the other one is 4-0 behind.
Well, I suppose. I don't doubt the intelligence of our viewers.
What viewers?
Oh, alright. We don't have any.
Actually, it's
completely
supposedly
forgotten.
it's 6.
Unless someone pulls me up an official chart, I do not believe an arbitrary number showing up. Or rather, the more preferable option, hacking into the view screens of any person watching. Confrontation ensues.
Oh, yeah.
Hopefully.
Sorry, I was too busy watching the Raw Pioneer pioneering field day out in the ruins of Misty Mutiny. They're firing the lumberjack through the buildings.
A valiant attempt. Mercury and flag fire highly inaccurate.
Well, the King and Spartan is
Emperor's teeth.
has parked themselves on the head of the statue.
At this rate, I can only state but one thing. Stop shooting. You're missing so much. Oh, that's actually connected. Well done.
Yeah, but sadly the flak follow-up didn't quite connect with the armor.
It instead connected with the lumberjack.
And the balloon.
The Medusa against the Pioneer. I would also like to state that during the R&D official investigations, top secret by the way, it was discovered that an Artling counters any type of Stormbreaker effectively, for the most part. And that only a skilled
of course, you will need to factor in such
and a skilled
person as
and a
Hill.
skilled Stormbreaker crew is absolutely necessary. Ship
Yes.
as well. Unfortunately, the red team has neither.
Okay. Blue team has obtained the victory with a final score of 5-0. That
Thus
means
needlessly dragging on this entire SCS simply because man's best friend decided that they wanted to be a Chihuahua instead of a German Shepherd.
and that means we will be going to the second round of finals.
Which will be taking place in the map of Ashen Scuffle.
Shuffle. Ashen Shuffle.
Whatever the case, we will be back soon.
Well, I will just keep going here.
Or that.
If you would be so kind to swap the map.
Of course. But looks like that... not again.
Hmm?
Everyone is now opting for the insane Stormbreaker cheat treatment.
And
Stop trying
off
to prove
we
a
go.
point. Start playing the game.
Well, the young Edelman has already given the Ord Pedorovia quite the ass spanking. Well, actually, no, that was my very first match, and it was... The Ord Pedorovia died once during that game. Its ally died 4 times. Go figure.
Something is wrong.
Well, the ally was a goldfish that got repeatedly ram-killed by a magnate.
Oh.
Okay, a lobby game is ongoing so far. 2 changes. Make that 3. And 4? Oh, no, just 3. Wow, fun, excitement.
They say
These
the
are
skill level is determined by the changes per second.
Hmm?
They say skill is determined by changes per second.
Oh, I mean, if you go with that metric, then Water is not a very skilled player. Because I feel like he goes into a lobby, he picks a build, and then never changes it. And somehow still ends up winning.
That is not actually surprising. Especially since he is, in fact, not the brains of the operation.
Okay. Oh, is it time for the fabled double Pyramidian combo?
AKA the world's most boring approach to combat.
So we have an Artling and a Carrot.
Admittedly, it has been a while since a carrot has appeared on the fields.
Yeah, I think actually, Carrot I haven't seen in a while. I've seen Carol Ling.
I believe in some circles it is called the Rameridian.
What, Carol Gatling on the front?
Yes.
I mean, I wasn't aware of that name, so I just had to come up with something on the fly. With, I think it was Trevor at that time.
These were in ancient scriptures, however. Their validity and accuracy is unknown. Weaponry.
Huh?
I do believe they are requesting for a minute.
Well, then they should state that they are asking for a minute.
Also, Red Sea. Nobody gave the minute yet.
Yeah. Ah, thank you for now finally stating it.
You, in fact, need to announce it instantly. You want the damn minute, and in concise lettering. You can rant about what happened afterwards.
I'm not here to interpret whatever you are saying. I'm out of school and I don't want to do interpretation anymore.
Indeed.
Well, state your intentions clearly.
We, in fact, live in a civilized world. Also, I feel like that the red team is now becoming slightly insane.
I mean, they have the good. Blue team is. They might be having the good, blue team the bad, and the ugly.
Ah,
Also, second lock is in. 10 seconds till match start.
supposed match start. We all know the
Indeed.
truth by now.
Already up, scrubs.
Be quick about it.
Preferably.
They're not. I know it.
No, they won't.
Just look at them.
Well then, would you kindly assist them into the game?
At least in this case, they get a 2-second warning before this happens.
I mean, I usually just don't give a warning, just when the 15 seconds past 0 are up, I just hit it.
Yes.
So, ship number 1 is the Sky Pillow. It is a mobular piloted by Zedion. From right to left, we have Banshee, Artemis, Banshee, Gatling, Banshee. Ship number 2 is the Medusa. It's a Pyramidion pilot by Loose Polygon. It's an Arctic Artemis, Gatling, Side, Flak, and Flare.
Meanwhile, ship number 3 is the EA, piloted by Hellfire. I don't care if you call it the EA. I'm not calling it like that. It is a Shrike with the also interesting Gatling Watcher, Gatling Watcher, Carinate Watcher combination. And ship number 4 is the guns piloted by Where Am I? It is a Crusader with front Watcher gun and Lumberjack gun, mid-deck Gatling gun and Banshee gun, and top-deck Banshee gun and Hades gun.
Actually, it's the Lumberjack Heavy Mortar.
Gun. Hereby out, any weapons on the guns is now going to be referred to as a gun.
Also, it would appear the EA has managed to get themselves into a double focus.
But they are instead withstanding it quite decently, I suppose.
Well, they haven't died
For now.
yet.
At least not yet. Although they are not feeling too good.
Oh, and they're about to impact on terrain.
No.
Okay, just barely made it past the wall, but the Sky Pillow is in pursuit. I never thought I would say that about a Mobula. Like, a Mobula chasing a Shrike. What the fuck is going wrong?
Indeed.
Oh fuck, I tilted my camera.
That looks like the mountain wall.
Ah, shit. Ah.
The guns open fire with guns on the Medusa. The guns.
By the way, Enviro.
You just had to.
No, that Zedion said that.
Also, yeah, I'm referring to Zedion's.
Zedion always says that. So it's not
Well,
necessarily surprising.
he
Yeah,
deserves
Red
to
Team has
keep
obtained the
up
first
the
kill.
terrain.
As
Although I
the
suppose,
got ram killed by a mobula.
yes,
Let
you
that
saw it
sink
here
in
first.
for a moment.
Indeed. The guns find it doesn't have enough guns, and they die.
Yes. One could say they got outgunned by the guns of the gunning enemy.
The last gun felt out of place. The rest was proper, I suppose.
Yeah. Okay. Red. Scheiße. Red team is circling around the eastern side of the map, while the blue team is coming down the western side of the map. This is known as the classic Ashen Shuffle.
I would recommend that both teams turn around immediately.
To go clockwise?
Yes.
Oh, it seems that the EA is not necessarily feeling the going in circuits for a prolonged period of time, as they are keeping an eye down the middle. Spot obtained, and that should prompt the guns to turn around. Hopefully.
The guns is not rotating.
The guns might be going up this. No, the guns got stuck on this. They hit a spike. At least it wasn't Zaldarim's spike. God.
It was on the other side of the map, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it's actually. Let me take a look.
It is in fact in the top of
Wait,
Bravo
isn't it?
5.
Oh fuck, where is it? It's over here. There it is. Found it. This is my spike. It's called Zaldarim's spike because I managed to get a Crusader stuck on it and die.
Indeed.
I recently rewatched Portable Grum's like Goyo Boop collection that she had posted here on the Discord.
Yes.
It's in there.
Indeed.
No, Guns N' Roses in a nutshell. I mean, I think like 50% of that is my streams. So. Also, Daniel, speed racing.
Yes.
Oh, that was an amazing moment. I mean, okay, having Daniel as a co-caster is just straight fun the entire event.
It's insanity.
Oh, definitely.
But who
Speaking
said
of insanity,
is boring?
Speaking of insanity, it seems the Sky Pillow has suffered from a sudden rush of shit to the brain. Actually, the entire red team has suffered from a sudden rush of shit to the brain, and they're currently dying.
Indeed. The Medusa is almost dead. The Sky Pillow is outgunned.
Well, the Sky Pillow is suffering from the fact it's a mobula. Actually, no, they're facing the other direction.
It is
also
touched down
Enviro.
on the ground.
So has the Medusa. Medusa died to terrain, and the Sky Pillow suddenly finds themselves in a double focus. And the is he gonna ram? Yes, he's gonna ram.
No effect.
Will Hellfire try to go for the revenge ram?
Not gonna
no.
work.
Oh, what the hell is going on here?
Just
Okay,
your
that's a watcher.
average agile ship in a nutshell.
Hmm. The guns fires a long-range watcher, barely within reach. And the Medusa has reappeared on the field. They have come to finish what they have started.
The Sky Pillow is double broken and is discovered, by the way, in Viro.
Yes, indeed.
I'm just waiting for someone to blue team to capitalize on that, but unfortunately no one is quick-witted enough.
Hmm. Okay, it seems
Or
Medusa is going for cover.
So they have retreated.
Going to an area that actually is like barely used in tournament matches. Like, you rarely see people here. Oh, the flare goes out. But doesn't connect with the enemy, so... Oh, that's incendiary Gatling. Interesting. The guns has come around the corner.
Meanwhile, the
Watcher goes out into the
losing
Medusa.
guns.
I'm gonna use this opportunity... Actually, no, I'm gonna wait a bit for that. Okay, Medusa got popped, but they still had a lot of upwards momentum. It will not be
And
enough
they
to make
use
it over the mountain, though.
to convert their lateral momentum into upwards momentum. In other words, they're gonna die.
Indeed. It's just a race to see who will actually kill them. The guns or the Iya. Answer? The guns.
Or that was the third option.
Terrain?
Yes.
Well, the terrain is always victorious in the end. Skypillow is running away, as he does not want to be squished. Running into the same corner.
Because it
Medusa
worked
has
last time.
respawned in the same... Like, has respawned here, in the position that they have respawned in. Yes, I know.
And now we wait.
Oh no, shots are out. For some reason. On something. Perhaps they wanted to kill the air.
Indeed.
Deprive the enemy of their oxygen.
Or go so high into the sky you freeze up. I do believe the sky below found that is in fact solid.
Hmm. Yeah, there's a lot of rather solid buildings around here. One would expect when a 200-ton vehicle crashes into them that they would just crumble, but no. These buildings here are made out of stalinium. They resist anything.
Or germanium, depending on the manufacturer.
And your personal preference of bias.
Indeed.
Okay, red team is moving forwards. Well, it's okay, no, blue team is moving forwards. Medusa got popped. The Sky Pillar realizes the drawbacks of being immobiler. All guns face forwards.
Oh no. Unfortunately, they also have discovered that turning is in fact effective.
Up, second watcher.
Unfortunately for the anyways.
Okay, Sky Pillar gets watched by the guns to not very great effect. Ia loses one of their engines. Medusa finds themselves in a lovely double focus. Even though the guns doesn't feel like it, and sorry, the blue team doesn't feel like it, and they just move on straight to the Sky Pillar.
Just end this, please.
Broken. Banshees go out. Not enough.
Come on, you can do it. End this.
Come on, Eileen. There we go. Kill
Aye.
obtained. 4-2 lead for the blue team. Medusa lonely on the field. Guns has turned around and they will now go in, guns blazing. Or not. Since Medusa wants... Oh, they're gonna end up in the bridge. Yeah.
Well, that was an interesting maneuver if I'd ever seen one.
Indeed, indeed. And they will now drop down behind cover, but the Ia is in pursuit? No. They don't feel like it. Apple has respawned. In cover from the blue team, but I mean the blue team should be aware where the blue...
Interesting split spawn right there.
The blue team should know where the Sky Pillar is, as they have eyes on all the other spawns.
Indeed.
Okay, what will the blue team decide? Oh, Sky Pillar feels suicidal.
Well, I can't exactly object, by the way, in Viral.
Oh yeah, definitely. He's double broken. Follow-up goes in, half the modular is gone.
Unfortunately, if no one here is going to make the joke, I will once the match is done.
Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, and the guns is descending upon the sky pillar here.
Indeed.
And they are dead. So...
I did warn you.
yes, I know. And with that,
Unfortunately, it's going to not hear my warning.
It will be men's best friend obtain the victory with final score of 5-2, and they will also obtain the victory overall. So congratulations to men's best friend for winning SCS number 442.
Indeed.
And since I'm not necessarily feeling it at the moment as well, I'm gonna move very swiftly to the outro. So, thank you everyone for watching. Massive thanks to Portable Grump, as always, for putting everything together and just giving us a very nice challenge to work our way through. Thank you very much, Zennoch, for keeping me company and doing the other 2 matches.
Indeed.
Now go rest your
Still
voice.
dying. Still dying.
And yeah, this has been SCS number 442. I wish all of you a very good night, day, evening, wherever you might be, and good night.